Hi, I'm Pastor David with Declaration Church, and I don't know if you've ever noticed this before, but you go into a store that has large items, electronics, just items that are generally fairly large, big screen TVs or stoves, ranges, refrigerators, all those kinds of things. You look at some of the big boxes that are there, and what it will say on the side with a picture of generally of two people on either side of an object lifting it together is it will say team lift. Do not move alone. Something along those lines. And the situation there is that if you try to move that, if you try to carry that load by yourself, you're probably going to get hurt, or at least you run the risk of getting hurt. And so they're trying to help you avoid injury. And in this life, we have a tendency to run into those kinds of circumstances in our own lives, not just physical burdens. I'm not really talking about that today, but emotional, mental, spiritual, difficult circumstances that are hard for us to get through on our own. And yet in our society, especially here in the United States, we have a tendency to really isolate in those situations, to pull back from working with other people or being around other people, and to really try to get through it on our own. I know growing up that I was really taught to admire those who, when they were knocked down, could pick themselves back up and keep going. And there is some merit to that. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It is honorable, and it is something to look at and to value. But in reality, according to Scripture, helping one another carry those heavy loads is very important in our walk as a disciple of Jesus. In fact, in Galatians chapter 6:2, we read, "Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ." We can actually fulfill Jesus' desires for us in this life by making sure to look and see the needs others have and to help take care of those needs as we are able. To help carry those burdens, to be there when somebody's going through a difficult time. Just to be there. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. You don't have to that perfect piece of advice. We kind of think, well, what am I going to do? I can't really help. Just being there sometimes is enough to help. Helping someone to carry that heavy load, being present with them, listening really well to what they have to say, and helping them carry that burden forward until they can put it down, can be a huge benefit, and it shows the love of Jesus to the rest of the world and to that person, to those people we are helping. And so anytime we get into a situation where we begin to notice that someone around us is struggling, it's important for us to make ourselves present and to help them carry that load. Unfortunately, in our society today, we have a tendency towards, like I was saying, here in the United States, we're really individualistic. We really value our individual freedoms and our freedom to choose and to do the things we want to do. And that's a good thing. But too much of that leads us to a place where we are self-centered and self-absorbed, and we stop noticing the burdens other people are carrying, and then we can't carry them. And so then we're not fulfilling the law of Christ. We're not doing what Jesus wants us to do and loving one another well because we have lost sight of what other people are going through. And so hopefully this is a challenge to you to start looking around you and see, how are the people around me doing? Start with your own family. How is my wife or how is my husband doing? How are my kids doing? Start there in your own household. How are my parents doing? Branch out a little bit. Then start to look at your neighbors. Start to see, hey, are these people doing? Really evaluate what's going on and take note of those you work with, those people you see every day. Take note of those people. Begin to watch and see, is there somewhere they're struggling that I could help? Is there a way I could just be an ear for them to just vent, where they can talk and get stuff out so that they can move forward? Can I be a shoulder to cry on? Can I be the support they need to carry that burden and move forward until they can put it down? That's what we're called to do. That's a really difficult thing for us as disciples, as people, as human beings, but it's as disciples, it's something we're asked to do. It's something we're commanded to do in Scripture, and it's something we need to work on. So hopefully this is a challenge to you or an encouragement to you that if you are going through one of those difficult times, it's okay to let other people know so that they can help carry that burden and show you the love of Jesus. Put that on display so that not only you see the love of Jesus, but everyone around you can see it too. If this video has been a challenge to you, if this has been an encouragement to you, if it's been helpful, go give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then smash that bell as well so that you can get the notifications when we post new content. As always, I'm Pastor David, and I'm out.